And welcome to a brand new episode of AEW Aftershock, the last one of 2019. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, everybody.
I enjoyed Jingle Bells. By the way, you haven't, so I'm just going to say it. AEW's been making some really cool Christmas commercials.
Have they?
On Instagram, they have.
Oh, okay.
And there's one where MJF is like, I'm Jewish. Why am I here? I love it.
That's good. So this is a brand new episode of AEW Aftershock, and we've got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. It's our 10th episode, so that's exciting. We got Pro Wrestling Crate. We're going to be opening on the show, so that's pretty cool. There you go. You can get those at ProWrestlingTees.com, I think, or do they have?
You go to Pro Wrestling Tees, and then there's a link to go to Pro Wrestling Crate.
Okay, so ProWrestlingCrate.com. So there you go. And we're going to talk about Dark and Dynamite and maybe some other stuff. I don't know. We'll see. What? What? Anyway. So let's start with Dark. Oh, no. Actually, there was something we forgot to mention last episode. By the way, I'm Brant.
Uh-huh.
And you are?
I know who I am, but no, you're not Brant. It's the 10th episode.
That's your wrist.
It's the 10th episode.
Yeah, I just said that.
It's time for you to make a name for yourself for us.
I have made a name for myself. I've been building up my reputation for years. What are you insinuating?
I'm gonna start calling you the banana gonzo goose. That's what I'm insinuating.
Oh, what?
The what? Yeah.
We'll get to that.
Okay, we're gonna get to that. But I am Chris Falcon, as always, for this show. Yes, I am. We'll get to that. Okay.
I'm the other guy.
The other guy for now.
The other guy. I got a name. That's what you're talking about, right? I got a name. Here it is.
DC Comics will be calling you in the morning.
But Bird.
No.
No?
Yeah, no.
That's not gonna work. Okay.
No. Bird is not the word for this one.
We're good. We'll reveal it later. So,
yes.
One thing we forgot to mention last week is the next. They announced the next pay-per-view for AEW, which is in February. It's February 29th. It is called Revolution.
Sold out.
And the cool thing is it's part of C2E2. So you got that comic wrestling connection in the heart of Chicago. So that's going to be really cool. And the way that they're building this, I mean, we don't know any of the matches or anything like that, but it seems like they're building it up like basically their WrestleMania.
I think what they're going to do is, I can tell you, I already have a feeling I know one of the matches. It's going to be Cody and MJF, probably.
Yeah, that would make sense. That made perfect sense to build up to that. I hope that they hold Jericho and Moxley for that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
that actually might be something they do as well.
Yeah, so that'd be good if you have those two, and then maybe the Young Bucks actually win a match. We'll talk about that.
Are you saying that the Young Bucks didn't win a match?
Did they? I don't know. Did they win titles? We'll talk about that. But let's get into Dark. We got AEW Dark, and we had 4 matches this time, but the guest commentator was a familiar voice.
Excuse me!
Yes, Vicky Guerrero herself was the guest commentator, and that was pretty cool. It was she was weird. She was nice. She's not usually nice.
When you see Vicky Guerrero actually being nice.
I know, but she was in classic form. She was still a cougar, and
are you surprised?
Commenting on all the muscles in the ring. That was pretty cool. But so we have 4 matches, and I don't know how you feel about these 4 matches, but I thought 3 of the matches were really good. One was.
Yes.
Okay, I'm curious to see if we agree on which match is in.
We'll find out.
Yeah, so we had 2 women's matches on this, and we had 2 tag, well, a 6-man tag and a regular tag team match. Mm-hmm. So opening up the show was Private Party versus SCU. So
that I enjoyed that match. I thought it was a great strong open for Dark. Private Party was in beautiful form. Unfortunately for them, SCU was kind of a little bit in more form.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good match, and they held their own, though. And Isaiah did his trademark scream is.
I love how he looked at the crowd, and the crowd literally egged him on to do it. And I'm like, no, because I thought that he gave it up. I really did. And then he did the thing, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, he's like, you want me to do it? You want me to do it? Okay. Whatever.
I can't even get that high. I don't even think Tommy at 5 years old could get that high anymore.
Yeah, it's just my voice is too deep for that. I don't think I could ever get that high. But yeah, so he did that. But it was a good match. I really enjoyed it. SCU, they're just on a roll right now. They're killing it.
They are. And it's a good thing too. I've been loving the way SCU's been wrestling, but Private Party brought a lot of their own to the table as well. I mean, they were high flying as always with the silly string and everything like that.
Yeah,
SCU's better.
Yeah, right now. Yeah,
right now.
Do you like SCU?
I do.
Do
I? Yeah, do you? I love that. I want that shirt. I really do. At some point, I might. I don't know.
A little sidetrack. I finally got a chance to watch Being the Inner Circle.
Oh, how'd you like? That was a good episode.
My favorite part was Merch Freak.
Oh God, when Santana comes in and goes.
Yeah, and then
I was like, really?
Going, and he's wearing a Young Bucks shirt all of a sudden. It was just good.
Ah! But they got their camera back.
Yeah, they got the camera back. All right, so moving on, we got the first of two women's matches. We got Britt Baker versus Machiko. What did you think of this match?
I'm trying to remember this match. Don't remember this match really.
Okay, so this was my match.
This is mine also. I'm trying to remember the person.
She was from what I understand, she was local talent, so it was somebody.
That's right. And I remember I was like, "Oh, we're doing a squash match."
Yeah. And I honestly, man, I'm kind of disappointed lately in Britt Baker's matches.
Mm-hmm.
And that's saying something, man. And it's not clicking for her. And it's not working for me. So.
Yeah, I didn't really care too much for this match.
Yeah,
I don't even remember Machiko. That's what tells you something.
Yeah,
I just remember it was a quick match. Britt Baker won. When you said local talent, that's when I remembered. When they said that, I was like, okay, I see exactly what this match is going to be already.
Yeah. And that's disappointing when you.
For me, yeah, and for you, I'm sure too, because whenever they did that in WWE, you knew already what was going to happen.
Yeah, and it's sad for Britt, who was on the rise, and then all of a sudden just kind of petered out, right? And now she's just kind of there, and I honestly think some things may have hurt her. Being somebody's girlfriend a little bit.
I think so. Ever since then, I noticed that her.
Yeah, and they even referenced her. Excalibur referenced her last week. I think he actually called her, "Oh, that's Adam Cole's girlfriend." I was like, "Oh no, that's not good. Don't do that. Don't do that." Yeah. So I feel bad for her, and hopefully she'll get it together and get back into it. We'll talk about. She had a match on Dynamite as well, so we'll talk about that later. But the other women's match I thought was phenomenal. Chris Statlander versus B. Priestley.
I love Chris Statlander. I do. And a lot of people are making fun because now they're saying that she comes from another galaxy, and it's like, I like that. I mean, they don't have to be super serious about where people come from.
Yeah, it's fine. The name doesn't match the thing for me. I still have a problem with the name, but I'll get over it.
I want her to be called Stella Luna.
Or just, she's from the Andromeda Galaxy. Just call her Andromeda. That would work for me. That'd be perfect.
That would work too.
Yeah. But no, I love her in the ring. She is fantastic. She's fun. She's kind of quirky. So I like that. But wrestling-wise, her and B, man, they put on a clinic. These two, that match should have been on Dynamite. Honestly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, it was pay-per-view quality match, I thought. I thought
so too. I thought it was pay-per-view. I think there were a few matches between these two, the two nights, Dark and Dynamite, that actually felt like pay-per-view quality matches.
Yeah. So this one was so good. I want to see more Bea Priestley. I want to see her, showcase.
Yeah, this is only her second match ever since Britt Baker.
Yeah. So I think she totally deserves to be on Dynamite more, and I want to see her rise up. And so last match is a 6-man. It's Pac and the Hybrid 2 versus Best Friends and Orange Cassidy. And
finally got to see Orange Cassidy wrestle.
Yeah.
All I want to say is I wish they would have given us just a little bit more, but all was good.
Leave them wanting more though. That's like entertainment, right?
I love Orange Cassidy.
Business.
I don't care what anyone says. Orange Cassidy is a entertaining wrestler to watch in the ring, and you can say whatever you want about him, Jimmy Crackcorn, and I don't care, but he is definitely an entertaining freaking wrestler.
Dude, Orange Cassidy was over the second he walked in the building on the first show that he appeared on. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It was just instantaneous, and he's still that over. So you can't deny that kind of buzz. You just can't. I don't care who you are.
I'm sorry. He is freshly squeezed.
Yeah, exactly. And, I thought this match was really good. It could have gone either way. Unfortunately, Best Friends lose it. And
that's because of Pac.
Yeah.
I'd give it 2 thumbs up.
Okay. So that is your Dark, and man, I'm not on top of it with the banners because I forgot to do that. But that's okay.
It was that. Now it's done.
Now it's done, and now because I didn't have this one prepared, it is time for.
Can you tell this is the last show of the year?
That's okay.
Wrestling Crate.
Yes.
This is the awesome crate you can get. You can go to ProWrestlingTees.com. There's a link straight to Pro Wrestling Crate, or you can just go to ProWrestlingCrate.com. This is going to be one of those things we're hoping to add to the show or as a bonus with this show. It's December. I did the first Pro Wrestling Crate, not the first one in existence, but my first Pro Wrestling Crate last month on my channel, but it's Pro Wrestling Crate, so I figured why not have it here with Aftershock. So this month I'm doing it on Aftershock. So, in Pro Wrestling Crate, there are 2 t-shirts, an autograph, and a bunch of other goodies inside. Let's see what we get this month. Now, they do give you a card with the spoilers. I do want to show the next month. Next month, the theme is, and I'm super excited for next month, Canada, featuring...
Oh, Canada. Sorry.
Brant singing that, but featuring in wrestlers, Kenny Omega, Edge, Christian, Kevin Owens, Bret Hart, and Tyson Kidd, plus a DVD featuring Chris Jericho, Owen Hart, Roddy Piper, and more Canadians. Great wrestlers. I can't wait for next month.
That's good. I like that. I like it.
So I'm gonna do the first shirt, and then I'm gonna go through the stuff, the last shirt, and then the autograph. So. First shirt this month. Actually, it looks like a comic book.
Before you show it, let me put it on you. There we go.
Okay. First shirt, it is, I love it, Andre the Giant, but it's done as a comic book.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I like it. I'll be wearing that one for sure.
That's really cool.
I love it, and I love the quality of the shirt. Nice, soft material.
Sweet.
All right. I'll go with the pin next. This is okay. So as you all know, Pro Wrestling Tees started making pins. So obviously we all figured they were going to bleed into Pro Wrestling Crate, which they should because it's a good way to collect. But it is actually an exclusive only to Pro Wrestling Crate. So if you're a fan of Marco Stunt.
Oh, cool.
There's a Marco Stunt pin.
Almost like Simpsons style.
It's actually Rugrats style.
Oh, is it Rugrats? Okay. Oh, yeah. Now I see it. Yeah.
So, exclusive to Pro Wrestling Crate. So, if you want to collect all your AEW pins.
Sweet.
All right. Next is the Micro Brawler. This time around, we have Bruiser Brody.
Oh, okay.
last month I got Brutus Beefcake. Bruiser Brody is the next one that goes with the Micro Brawler collection.
Did you ever see Bruiser Brody wrestle?
No.
I watched him back in the day. Like he was big in actually in the Texas area.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, wrestled in like WCCW, USWA, and stuff with like the Von Erichs and like the Dingo Warrior, which is the Ultimate Warrior before he was an Ultimate Warrior.
Okay.
That whole time period, like in the like mid-late 80s.
I like that the Micro Brawlers are the older wrestlers instead of there are a couple of newer ones. They've done Young Bucks and Kenny Omega and Rey Mysterio. They've done a few, but I like that for the crate, they give you the classic, the original, like classic wrestlers.
Yeah. So that's really cool.
Now, something random. I know this is Hornswoggle. It's a Hornswoggle.
Is it a tape measure?
Yeah, tape measure.
Okay.
Tape measure. You want
That's kind of funny.
I think I'm going to give this to somebody for Christmas. DVD of the box, which is really cool, actually. From Wrestling Network. Rey Mysterio, undeniable. Well, there's a glare on it. Hold on, let me get this off.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's a Rey Mysterio DVD, and the glare is still there.
You can still read it, though. It's fine.
Undeniable, which is really cool. I'm glad it's not another one of what's his name?
Joey Ryan.
Joey Ryan's DVDs.
Uh-huh.
That was an interesting one.
Uh-huh. Right. Did your brother take it?
No, unfortunately he didn't. So we're on the last T-shirt, and already, let me put it this way, there's a spoiler right on the top of it.
Yeah.
And I figured because they mentioned
Big
Kevin
sexy.
Nash.
Yeah, there you go.
Big sexy. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Actually, this reminds me back when I was a kid. They used to have these shirts that the stores would make because WCW was super popular at the time.
Yeah.
So they'd get like random pictures like this and actually make them shirts.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny that this is an official shirt, but it's exclusive. So you can only get it right here with Pro Wrestling Crate. Now, this is the autograph. And if you've been, if you knew what was in this box, which I know which wrestlers are in the box because they tell you, like I just read off, which is why I'm hoping Kenny Omega is the autograph. You can already figure out what I forgot to put this away. I'm going to make everybody stew for a moment, cleaning up my garbage. So this is the autograph. So I'm going to pull it out this way. And everybody's going to get to see it first. It's the sideways one. I wanted to see where the sticker was. So everybody's going to get to see it at the same time I do.
Okay. Cool. Got a thing going on here.
So I officially have the mayor of Tennessee's wrestling signature.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, you got a theme of like the bigger guys, right? Like Bruiser Brody, Kevin Nash.
Yeah, the theme for this month was bigs and littles.
Okay, so, bigs and Rey Mysterio and Hornswoggle. Yeah, it makes sense.
I love this autograph. I'm going to put it back in the envelope though because I do not have another frame. I have the Marty skull on my wall. I'm gonna hold on to this until I can get myself a frame. I loved it, and now I can go over the checklist. So this was everybody who was in the crate.
Yeah, okay.
So it had the Releasing the Beast, Andre the Giant, Big Sexy Kevin Nash shirt, Bruiser Brody Micro Brawler, Hornswoggle measuring tape, Kane autograph, Marco Stunt pin, or it says Marco Stunt Rugrats pin, Rey Mysterio Undeniable High Spots DVD, and also, I forgot to mention it. They mention it over here, but I get this in email form. Every month I get 10% off of Pro Wrestling Tees. So every order I want to make on Pro Wrestling Tees, I get 10% off. Why? Yes. Because I'm subscribed to Pro Wrestling Crate. It's an amazing crate. I would say this is my favorite crate so far. I know next month's probably going to top it just because of all the people in it that I'm really excited for. But
that's a cool one, yeah.
If you are interested in the Canadian crate or the Canada themed Pro Wrestling Crate, you can still order your crate today for next month. All you have to do is go to prowrestlingcrate.com, or you could simply go to prowrestlingtees.com, and the link to Pro Wrestling Crate is right there. You can go to Pro Wrestling Crate, hurry up because there is limited quality. Once they quantity, once they quality. Once they sell out, though, that's it. They sell out for the whole month. I know this because I wanted to subscribe in October, and I missed out because they ran out of boxes. There is a limited amount of boxes. So I get mine because I'm subscribed monthly. So I get mine. I'm one of the first, however many people are subscribed to Pro Wrestling Crate. But
so, let me ask you this, because last one and this one had basically similar stuff. Like as far as like, does every box have like 2 shirts, a DVD, micro?
Yes, you just said it. Every box has 2 DVDs, 2 shirts, 2 DVDs, 2 shirts. Most of the time a DVD, unless they do something special, and a micro brawler.
Okay.
And a pin. So anything other than basically, let me put it this way. The thing that was different was the Hornswoggle tape. So every box there's something different.
Okay.
There's a DVD, there's a pin, there's the micro brawler, and then there's the 2 shirts, and then there's whoever they get an autograph.
So it's cool because it's different stuff you get, but at the same time you kind of know what to expect. So
exactly.
Okay, that's cool.
It's worth it though for the shirts alone, honestly, because if you because the shirts you have no clue who's going to be on the even though they tell you, like for example, I know Jericho. Well, no, actually, you already know that on the DVD you're going to have Jericho. So you got to figure between Kenny Omega, Edge, Christian, Kevin Owens, Bret Hart, and Tyson Kidd.
Yeah.
That is going to be divided up. Now, we already know the DVDs, everybody else. So those are divided up between the micro brawler, the pin, the shirts, the 2 shirts, and the autograph. So I'm going to guesstimate that, or I'm going to guess that the autograph will either be Kenny Omega, Kevin Owens. Well, I think they did Kevin Owens before. So I'm thinking it's either Kenny Omega, Edge, or I would go crazy if they got Bret Hart.
Yeah.
That would be insane if it was Bret Hart. I think they made a Bret Hart micro brawler already, so I'm not sure if he'd be the micro brawler or the pin. So I'm going to guess he's the pin, but it says Bret Hart and Tyson Kidd. So I don't know if he'll be the shirt with Tyson Kidd or not. Kevin Owens, I'm going to guess either a pin or a shirt. Christian, I'm going to guess is going to be a shirt.
Tyson Kidd could be the other item, whatever it is.
That's true. There is one thing that's an other item.
Right.
So it's hard. It's hard to figure, but I hope that Kenny Omega is the autograph. I really do.
I hope one of the shirts is Edge and Christian. Like, great.
That would be cool because that would cover both of them then. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Hey, no, it's really. I'll send you some Hornswoggle.
That's okay. I got a couple of tape measures of my own, but they don't have Hornswoggle on them. But
it's okay. I'm saving Joey Ryan's penis party just for you.
That's okay. You can keep that. I'll re-gift it to you.
Oh, you're a gift that just keeps on giving.
Yeah.
Forth.
Anyway, no. So that's an amazing crate. That's really cool. So I guess it's time to go into. Well, it didn't click, did it? There it goes.
Dynamite. It's Dynamite. We need that soundboard. Dynamite.
So this was the last episode of Dynamite for the year, as they took a break for Christmas. This was the winter finale, built up to be like this huge thing, and then it was there. So we'll talk about it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad show at all. It just it didn't blow me away.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. It was a solid episode, but it stayed in that. See, it's still middle ground. I feel like it's middle ground, and I feel like more and more people are complaining. I still am entertained.
Yeah, I'm still entertained, and I still think it was a little bit elevated from the past couple of weeks. But still just not, it didn't push it to that point to where I'm like oh my God, yes, stars.
Yeah, like just like the first 5 or 6 episodes. And I think that's also because they weren't pushing for a pay-per-view. My hope is that when they come back in January, maybe the push for the pay-per-view will give them that extra little edge to have like, okay, I'm going to see you at Revolution. And then, you get a lot of buildup.
And there, if they do hold a Jericho Moxley match for the pay-per-view, they're dragging that out for almost 3 months. I'm just realizing this. So, man, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is to that. But let's get into some of these matches. Let's see. We didn't have a whole lot of matches, actually.
No, and most of them were all tag matches, actually. I think there was only
There was the 2 women's matches were singles, but
Were
the rest
singles.
of them, yeah, the rest
The
of
rest
them I
were
think
all-
were
Yeah.
on Jericho.
Yeah, except Jericho's match, right?
Yeah, but the rest of them, yeah. So we had to kick off the show. We had Kenny Omega and Adam Page teaming up again, and they took on
brothers.
Yeah, the Lucha Brothers, which was a really good match. And Kenny and Page were on the same page for
They are such a good tag team. Yes,
they are. They were, and it was like last week. There was a little bit of fumbling between them, but they still pulled it together. But this week they were just on fire
till the end.
Till the end, yeah. So they
and I was semi right.
Yeah,
I called it last week. I said something's gonna happen. Kenny's gonna fail, and then that's when Adam Page was gonna get pissed off, and it was gonna start a fight.
And that's exactly what happened. But Pac intervened by acting like he was attacking Michael Nakazawa. We don't know if he actually attacked him or not because we didn't see it. But yeah, he was backstage, so they both took off to go chase down Pac, and then they get attacked, and this whole thing. So yeah, it's and I'm still upset that some of the best parts of the show happen during those commercial breaks where you can't hear anything, and then.
But JR did a recap, and we were talking about a recap. They actually did do a recap.
Yeah, it's about time. They're learning as they're going. They're picking up some things, so that's good. We need more
watching our show.
Exactly.
AEW.
All right, they need more of that, and they need replays. I don't know why they don't do more replays. That blows my mind.
Oh yeah, they should. I agree.
Yeah. Just little quick replays to recap what happened while they were gone. That's all we need. But yeah, so that happens. We'll come back to that in a little bit. We had Cody and Darby Allin versus the Butcher and the Blade.
Here's the thing. Poor Darby Allin, I feel like, was ragdolled throughout most of the match.
Yeah.
The Butcher's he's a big man.
Yeah. Big burly man.
I don't think many would be able to stand up against him after watching him wrestle this match.
Especially in AEW, where most of the guys in AEW are smaller. Yeah.
Yeah. But I gotta say, I do like his and the Blades
their finisher, their double team
chemistry. Their chemistry work really good. They're a very strong tag team, and I hope to see them in the running for the belts. I really feel like they would make a good tag. Now the Bunny's a little annoying. Allie, Allie girl, Allie, sweetie pie. You're annoying.
That was mean and demeaning.
You are beautiful. You are beautiful. I would want you in my corner, but you are annoying in the middle of a match.
Well, she's probably supposed to be, though, right? That's distracting.
She is. She's the bunny, dude.
Yeah.
She's the bunny. Everybody wants to kick the bunny's ass because it's annoying.
So she's doing her job then.
Yes.
Okay.
She's beautiful, though. She's absolutely gorgeous. I love her, but sweetie, get off the damn mat. Let people wrestle. Let them wrestle.
I didn't mind, honestly. I thought it's what a valet would do.
She needs a bunny tail. A little fluffy bunny tail that she wags at people when she gets up on that ring post.
You just want to look at her butt. That's all that is.
Hey, listen.
You're terrible, man.
She's gorgeous.
You are terrible.
She is gorgeous.
Oh, my goodness. Anyway, let's get back to the actual match. So Darby Allin actually gets the coffin drop on the apron. He nails it. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But would you agree the bunny is actually the prettiest, beautifulest woman in AEW?
No, I actually wouldn't, but that's okay.
Okay.
Not that she's not attractive.
Well, who would you say is the most attractive?
Dude, I think Brandy's quite attractive.
So you'd pick Brandy over Allie?
Yes.
Lisa speaks volumes.
What's that got to do with anything?
I don't know. I just know that while she's annoying, she's gorgeous.
Okay.
Okay, but back to the match now. I will say this. Darby Allin can take a beating come back, and that coffin drop, like you just said, was spectacular. I loved it. It took both. He's laughing. He's laughing, and he's off camera.
I'm trying to compose myself here.
Okay, compose yourself. I wish I had a picture of Ali. That would compose you, maybe. I finally got Brant. I finally got Brant.
Hikaru Shida. Go on, let's continue.
Okay, I could agree with that one. I could agree with that one. Hikaru Shida is pretty. Not as pretty as Ali.
We're terrible.
We are. But we admit it.
So Darby Allin and Cody, man, they made a really good team.
But the thing is, Darby the coffin drop was amazing. Certain moves he did was amazing, but that poor guy. I mean, Cody tried to save him. The blade pulled him out, and he just the Butcher just lifted him up from a submission, just bashed him right back down into the.
I mean, dude's a small guy. He's fantastic. He's picked up wrestling like very few have picked up that fast.
Yes,
and been that good. Kurt Angle comes to mind. Somebody coming from a different world and coming into that. He's phenomenal. But yeah, he's a small guy and he's gonna get ragdolled.
That's true.
But the thing about Darby Allin, he's one. Now, what are you doing?
I didn't want to show it on screen. Thank you for ruining
that. Darby Allin's one of those guys that the part of the charm of him is that he can come back from basically anything. You know what I mean? And
absolutely. He did.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah.
So I thought this was a spectacular match, and it leads now to some point, maybe the next Dynamite, Darby Allin versus Cody Rhodes, a rematch.
Yeah. So that, and I'm all on board for that.
Here's a question though: what's next for the Butcher and the Blade?
See, that's the tough question because they lost like almost immediately, right? I mean, not this match, but like 2 weeks in, they got their first loss already.
But the question is, they came in to beat Cody, to completely beat him, and like you just said, 2 weeks in, they lost. So
money not well spent, MJF. First of all,
I mean, you could have just sent us the money, great. Maybe I wouldn't talk so much crap on you, but I mean, I think I still would. I mean,
so I don't know. I mean, obviously they're a tag team, and that's kind of their thing. So they're going to be, you would assume going after the tag team titles at some point.
Would you like to see them now? They have to climb the rankings, though. Who would you like to see them go up against?
That's a tough question. I'm trying to think of who they would be good. Like, what would make a good match, an enjoyable match for me?
Santana Ortiz.
That would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That would definitely be interesting. I would actually like to see them go against the Dark Order. Evil Uno and Grayson. You got similar, a big guy and a medium-sized guy. That would be an interesting.
I mean, Evil Uno's big guy. Okay, yeah.
In a different way, big guy, but still a big guy. Oh,
Jurassic Express.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. Yes, perfect. Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy combination. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I wanted to ask which of the three because you got Marco Stunt in the mix also.
I think Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy versus those two. I think that would be a good pairing. I don't know. I could see them. I'd love to see them against SCU too.
Well, I think if they climb the rankings to a point where they can challenge, they will.
Yeah,
I feel like they definitely will.
Even a non-title match, just wrestle them, just to wrestle them.
That's true.
Yeah, there's a lot of great tag teams in AEW, but at the same time, there's not a lot of teams in general. So
right, and this is a team that's been around. They've been around for a while.
Yeah,
they've been wrestling for a while as a tag team.
Yeah. So they built up their craft and their tag team expertise and everything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of interesting pairings we could do. Even the Lucha Brothers versus them would be good. So it'd be a complete contrast of styles. So it'd be interesting to see.
That's why it would be interesting to see. I think.
Yeah.
Contrast in styles because Butcher doesn't leave the ground.
Right.
That man doesn't need to leave That man doesn't need to.
Yeah.
He really doesn't.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, get Kip Sabian in one of TH2, they're called.
Yeah, TH2, the hybrid 2.
One of them. Yeah, the hybrid 2. Get one of them. Because I'd love to see what Allie would do with
Penelope.
I'd love to see the both of them on the side of the ring.
Yeah. Speaking of Kip Sabian, it looks like maybe Tully Blanchard moved on from him and is going to try to find Sean Spears a new partner.
Think he has from the hints of what's going to happen on AEW Dark this week.
Yeah, exactly.
Dynamite.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping he was building up a little stable there, but it looks like he's just looking for people to support his main guy, which is fine. It's whatever.
I would like to just point out we will be doing this coming week's Dark with next week's Dynamite, because clearly there won't be a Dark in 2 weeks because there's no Dynamite for the Dark unless they get other matches from previous nights to do Dark from, which I don't think they will. I think they'll take a break probably from Dark, which then I say, why do it this week? Why not wait till next week when Dynamite comes back?
Yeah, I'm surprised they are doing it this week. It's Christmas Eve.
Well, maybe they're doing it because I know Joey Janelle. Well, this isn't a spoiler because Joey already posted pictures all over Instagram and stuff, but he dresses up as Santa Claus. So I'm guessing it kind of goes with the theme of Christmas.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So, that's cool. I mean, it's pre-recorded, so they don't. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, it's over, Ray. They're all home. Everybody's home. By the way, the Young Bucks were talking about having their Christmas party with SCU. Instagram, they've got pictures.
Oh, sweet.
And guess what Matt got from Nick Jackson?
What's that?
TMNT Arcade. And I'm like, Matt, I feel you because I got the same thing, man. Now I tell you, there's a lot in common between myself and the Young Bucks.
That's funny. Yeah, so that's cool. I'm looking forward to checking all that out because we'll talk about that and stuff. But getting on with the show, Awesome Kong. We're not going to talk about that match.
We're not, because it wasn't a match. It was 5 seconds.
Yeah. We still don't know who this mystery person is that they've added to their.
It's Fester Adams.
It's Blue Meanie. I'm telling you.
Blue Meanie. I'm gonna hit you for letting them do that. Blue
Meanie. Okay, so we get the Jungle Boy versus Chris Jericho, which when this first happened, it was supposed to be a title match. I swear it was supposed to be a title match.
I could swear it was supposed to be a title match as well.
And then it became a non-title match. And then it became Jungle Boy has the last 10 minutes with Jericho.
And that's it.
That's fine. Whatever. So Jungle Boy, he gets beat down for a while in this match.
For 9 minutes out of those 10 minutes.
Yeah. He had a few flurries, but not a whole lot. And Jericho was just beating the crap out of him. Mm-hmm. But he did last. He did manage to last, and he lasted in the walls, or I guess they're calling it the Lion Tamer again.
Because he's not
Yeah. So I mean that's cool. After that,
minute and a half of the Lion Tamer.
Yeah. So
minute and a half.
Resilient Jungle Boy there for you. Then after that, Jericho demands overtime, but then he walks out on the match anyway.
Because he started losing.
Yeah, of course. I thought it was interesting in the lead up to this that they showed Jungle Boy training and stuff like that, and did like a little kind of an expose on him kind of thing. I thought that was really cool because it's not a side of Jack Perry that we get to see as all elite wrestling fans. So I enjoyed that. It gave him a little bit more than just here's this guy that comes out here and it's like Mowgli before he can speak or whatever. It gives him a little bit more background and personality and everything. So that was cool. It was good. But yeah, then Jericho plays up the not Dean Ambrose. Sorry. John Moxley match.
How dare you?
I know. I'm sorry. That's how I know him, man. I didn't know him as John Moxley.
To him for a while.
Yeah. So there's that. And I know I'm kind of going in line, but I really wanted to touch on a lot of these matches. Chris Statlander versus Britt Baker. Here's what we're talking about this. Chris Statlander beats Britt Baker.
And gets the number 1 spot and is going to be versing
Rio. Right?
Rio.
Yeah.
I thought Hikaru Shida was going to be facing Rio.
I did too. she was the number one contender, yes.
But for some reason, Chris Statlander has an extra win over her.
Which, okay. Chris Statlander has been here for about 5 minutes, but that's fine.
And that's what makes me question again. Just like Moxley and Jericho. When did Moxley become like number one contender?
Yeah. I mean, he's won like 2 matches, right? Mm-hmm. 2 sanctioned matches. Yeah. So there's something a little screwy with the rankings there. I don't know why so soon that they've decided, we're just gonna throw these out. But it didn't make sense to me. At the same time, Chris Statlander, we do like her, but Britt Baker, who was at the top of the game, right? And now she's losing to this girl that just came in. And Brandy's not trying to recruit Britt. She's trying to recruit Chris Statlander, who turns her down finally.
Finally, after 2 weeks, and gets a heel to the eye.
Yeah. That was painful. Thanks, Brandy.
Yeah, thanks, Brandy. I'm definitely, if I ever come over your house, I'm staying away from your shoe collection.
Yeah. It's just interesting. I don't know. Britt Baker is she's going down the road, the same road that the Young Bucks are going down right now, right? Kind of. Which we'll all right, we're there. So SCU versus the Young Bucks for the tag team titles.
It was a good match. It was a great match. I loved every moment of it. I feel like the ending was a little bit sloppy. It just like literally happened.
Yeah, we'll talk about that, but I'm not. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to save that part just for a minute. But yeah, the match itself was fine. It was
everybody pulled out all the stops.
Everyone pulled out all the stops. Probably the best match on the show this week.
The best. Yeah. Again.
Yeah, but the Bucks couldn't pull it out.
No, they didn't, and the ending just felt like, I mean, it looked like it could go either way, but then it just literally happened. I mean, it was like one move. It was like literally it was back and forth. I don't know if they looked at the time and noticed it was only like 2 or 3 minutes. Like I think there was 5 minutes left. I was expecting more of the match.
Yeah,
you're like, why is it over so quick? But it was like that.
It was just they caught him sleeping.
That was it. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and then they're just laying there like, we just lost.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody was sitting there going,
it's the same thing when the Young Bucks got eliminated from the tournament.
Yeah, you know what? It was that moment. It was that feeling again.
Yeah. It was like, these are the Young Bucks. What the heck is going on here?
Yeah, I mean, they beat Santana and Ortiz twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
But it shows how good SCU is, too.
True.
They're good. Aside from Christopher Daniels, who's now questioning himself if anyone saw being the elite.
And also on the show.
And on the show, both.
Because they had Pentagon Jr. go up to him and say, and he's like, just walked away.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Yeah, so he's really, really taking that hard, that mess up. But it's the other two. They're well-oiled machine. They're working it. So they beat the Bucks, but that's not where the show ends. Show ends with what our thumbnail for the show kind of.
And they were kind of messing around with the show all show long. There was a hiccup at the very beginning of the show showing Join the Dark Order. Yeah. There was a couple of other things happening throughout the show with Dark Order, and then I had a feeling it was going to culminate to this.
Yeah.
And yeah, Dark Order has
so
all of a sudden the creepers that were so easy for anyone to beat,
right,
are now unbeatable by the Bucks, SCU, Kenny Omega, Dustin Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, and apparently, and I love how the announcer said, Adam Page is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah. So okay, problems with this. All right, first of all, I have no problem with the Dark Order rising up and being this big, massive force that kind of takes over eventually. I have no problem with that, right? I don't even have a problem. I know you do. I don't even have a problem with the commercials and stuff that they've been building up a little bit here and there.
Mm-hmm.
My problem is I did feel like overall it was rushed, their rise to power.
Mm-hmm.
Even though for weeks we've seen these little vignettes, they haven't
wrestled.
I know they haven't wrestled, and we haven't seen anybody of note join them. I mean, Alex Reynolds and John Silver, not saying anything bad about them, but nobody really knows who they are. So, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. And I get the whole initiation thing. That was fine.
And if they're going to push for winning, shouldn't they win a couple of matches first?
Yeah, exactly.
They've lost way more than they've won. That's for sure.
Yeah. And so, to your point, another problem with this was you had, if they were just beating down the Bucks and SCU, that's fine. You add in all those people that came in to help them, and they can't handle these creepers who are
they
nobody.
can't like band together the whole elite and take them and throw them out, even without Adam Page.
Yeah, exactly. Unless they had even more creepers come in, and it was just so overwhelming that's
different, right? If they would have gotten everyone who was questioning if they should join the Dark Order, joining the Dark Order, then fine. Yeah,
so many mass people that you couldn't possibly overcome that. That would be great. But yeah, it wasn't. I don't know. It just didn't seem believable to me that they could be beaten down like that. And then my final problem with this, and you know what I'm going to say, is this was a huge missed opportunity, both for Adam Page.
Yep, who could have been revealed as one of the creepers. That would have been a huge hit to the elite.
Yeah. For the finale, because if you went off for a week after revealing Adam Page as one of the creepers, it's like, oh my God, I can't wait.
What's next?
Yeah, exactly. That would have been a phenomenal way to end this, and it would have changed my whole opinion of the show, I think. And there's I saw a couple of articles that were like pointing to this one particular creeper, saying, who's this mystery creeper? Adam Page actually could have actually been out there, and we just don't know it.
Right, they just didn't do the reveal.
Yeah, I think that was a huge missed opportunity.
I feel like Dark Order is, and I've seen a lot of people talking on social media, they're just not behind the push. They're not behind the tag team. A lot of people are like, there was a lot of other factions that could have been pushed. Dark Order was one on the lower tier. And also you got to remember Dark Order, it's not just joining Dark Order, you become a creeper. So it's like all of a sudden it's not Adam Page anymore. He's creeper number whatever.
Exactly. Yeah.
It become like just another it just throws you into a mix instead of throwing you into a stable. You're not in a stable, you're underneath a tag team.
You're basically losing your identity.
Right.
You become one of them. Yeah, exactly.
And no one's behind that because there's no point to it. You just have a bunch of minions then that'll help you when you're tagging. So the Dark Order basically has more insurance around the ring as they wrestle. So at some point they're going to go for the belts. That's what I'm getting from this, and they'll win the belts. But I don't know. I'm not invested in the Dark Order. I like SCU. I like that they were pushing Inner Circle. I liked the Bucks. I want to see more of them. There are just so many other things you could have done. I felt like Dark Order needed time to really get out there more for the fans, because a lot of us don't know who they are. We don't follow independent wrestling, and they've been around the Dark Order, but none of us really watched, independent. A lot of people do. I didn't.
Yeah, a lot of people do. I mean, I watch as much wrestling as I possibly can, but it's like there's so much out there.
Exactly.
Keep up with everything.
They needed to build up the Dark Order beyond just commercials. I really think this was a lost opportunity with Adam Page, and I feel like there needed to be more of a shock factor, and there wasn't, and it was just like, okay, this is how we're ending 2019. The Dark Order is gaining followers.
Yeah.
Not members, followers.
I think there should have been more initiations on screen leading up to this point. That would have been better. we would get more of a sense of who they are and everything. Like Brandy and Kong. And, say what you will about their faction, but at least what
Right.
they're doing. Yeah.
Right. Who they're going for, and they're not going to bring in followers. They're going to expand the family.
Which again leaves the question, why do both of those things at the same time?
And that's another thing. Yes, they're very similar.
Yeah.
While still different, one's in the women's division, one's in the men's or the tag division, actually, I think.
But it's not, but the Nightmare Collective is not just women's division. That's the problem.
Right. There is Fester Adams, whoever that is.
Right. So it's I don't know.
They're very similar. But I understand what you mean. They're too similar, to be going on at the same time.
It's like, okay, in comic book terms, since we are on a comic book channel, it would be like, okay, you have the Justice League like getting attacked by the Legion of Doom, and then in comes the Suicide Squad and they attack too, and then in comes Checkmate, and then in comes Argus, and then in come and just over
like
and over
a bunch of dark of heel factions getting together at once. And honestly, even Brandy's faction, we know Awesome Kong, she's just dominating. Are they a heel faction? After what they did to Chris Statlander, it would point to yes.
Right, exactly.
And obviously, the Dark Order's always been a heel faction.
Yeah, and Inner Circle as well.
Exactly. And what does that mean for Inner Circle?
Right. I don't know.
Most of them have wrestled except for Jake Hager.
It's what worries me is part of the problem with the and I don't want to compare because they are different, but part of the problem with the way WCW ended was that you had a lot of people just doing their own thing, and it was kind of the similar thing. Oh, let's do the New Blood. Oh, but we've still got this over here, and we're doing this over here, and it was just so much going on that nobody cared or was invested enough into. It just kind of fell apart.
Right, and I think AEW is being ambitious, so I got to give them points.
Yes,
but they're being too ambitious at once. They should have focused on one stable at a time. They're doing Inner Circle right now. Finish Inner Circle. Give it a year. Then, and that at least gives the Dark Order time to be in more tag matches, to get out there more, to get fans to hate them more, or like them more, or follow them more.
And okay. So I don't even mind them building up multiple things at once, as long as they're not overlapping and you're just kind of muddying everything. Because when you think about it, the Inner Circle, one of their main feuds is with the Elite, which includes the Young Bucks. So you have the Dark Order coming in, and they're mainly in the tag team realm, right?
Right.
Where the Young Bucks are.
And they're going against the Young Bucks. They beat up on the Young Bucks.
Yeah, exactly. So it's all just folding in on each other, and then Brandy is part of the Elite. So it's like,
and it's like the Elite's Dark Order in a way.
Give me just 1 second. Sorry. Keep talking.
Okay. So yeah, no, I agree. It's like the Elite's Dark Order, and at the same time, though, Brandy is working on her own, so she's independent from the Elite. So I don't know. I feel like there could have been a stronger ending than what we got.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't want it to sound like we're crapping all over AEW all of a sudden, because we love AEW.
I thought it was a solid show.
Yeah, I'm worried about some of the choices that are being made.
And the fans have also said, we're not the only ones. Fans of AEW, lovers of AEW, have questioned, saying they're not invested in Dark Order.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I just got a phone call and I missed it. I didn't get to.
Brant was flustered.
So, but yeah,
I thought it was an okay way to end the show. I'd still say AEW has a lot to offer for 2020. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to even more surprises. On Instagram today, we had somebody in a picture with Cody Rhodes.
Okay.
Somebody who likes to he's always hungry.
Oh, okay.
And I wouldn't be surprised, because he said on his YouTube channel he would only go one of two places, WWE or AEW. and he,
Am I right?
yeah, Ryback.
Yes. Feed me more.
Feed me
Yeah.
more. So don't be too surprised at Revolution if you don't hear "Wake Up, it's feeding time." I want to see the big guy on AEW, and he actually said wherever he chooses, they're gonna win. So I am really hoping to God that I don't think he would go to WWE at this point because of all the stuff that they're putting him through to get his name and everything. But I hope he goes to AEW just because of that statement alone. Wherever he goes, they're gonna win.
Yeah.
Ryback is needed for AEW. And then we also need one other person whose contract is now up from Ring of Honor.
So you talking about a villain?
The villain.
Yeah.
Maybe the villain can help fix the Elite's losing streak.
Yeah. That would be good. That would be good. I think that's what they need. But then
huge adds to this to the roster.
But then do they become a villain heel faction too?
If they make a villain, like if they do Villains Incorporated as all this is going on, that would be the biggest mistake in the world. I would say let Marty Skull come in, be with the Elite for a while, and then maybe after all of this stuff goes on for a bit, maybe I know Flip Gordon is still in Ring of Honor for another year, as well as all the other members of Villain Incorporated.
Just thought of a cool swerve.
Okay.
So we talked about Butcher and Blade.
Right.
And how they eventually go after the tag titles and everything, right? So I could totally see Marty with Butcher and Blade. That would be interesting.
That would work because those are two individuals that would work for Villain Incorporated because it's like the tag team that he was with in Ring of Honor.
Yeah,
and we just got to get Flip Gordon a job in there.
Yeah, and and just like similar aesthetics too. The way everything just show up with that mask and the umbrella and everything, and just that would be interesting. That would be interesting.
I really hope we get Marty, and I hope we get Ryback. Those are two additions in 2020 that I'm really truly hoping for.
Yeah. So I still have high hopes for AEW, and I know that transitioning to doing live weekly television is something that a lot of these guys have not done, and they're still feeling their way through a lot of this stuff. And that's fine. So hopefully they figure it out, and they figure out what's working and what's not faster than sooner. And sooner than later. So I think there's big things, and if this pay-per-view that they're building up towards is as good as any, if not better than any of the previous ones they've done, then they'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Because
totally agree.
Yeah, they got to work on building their storylines a little bit. That's all. So,
exactly.
Yeah. So anyway, that's it. That's Dynamite. That's your last Dynamite of the year, and no Dynamite next week because it's Christmas Day. They'll be back on New Year's, January 1st, and
that's when we'll be back in January.
That's when we'll be back, and we'll be back with a new schedule, actually. So the very first episode of, let me get the date just to make sure. I think it's the 6th. But, yeah. The very next date that you will see us on Aftershock is January 6th because we are moving to Mondays.
Yes, we're starting the week off talking about the previous week's worth of AEW just as the new week of AEW is starting up, so we can talk a little bit about previews for the following week.
Exactly. We can lead you right into the new week of programming, and then when there are pay-per-views, we can just roll that right into the show because they happen on Saturdays, so we'll already be talking about them. We're probably going to be recording these on Sunday, Monday, somewhere around there. And they'll go up Monday, and so that's going to be our new permanent schedule for now. So permanent for now, I said. That was great.
Permanent for now, because you never know what the future holds.
Yeah.
All I will say is 2020 may be the first full year of AEW, but it is the beginning of We Are the Core. So if you're a fan of wrestling, you might want to check that YouTube channel out. Right now, there's no videos on it, so there's no content yet, but we are working on ideas for content on We Are the Core. So we'll see where that channel goes, where this show goes, where AEW goes, and everything else goes, 2020 is going to be a huge year. I feel it in my bones. So we'll see what happens there. Absolutely. But before we close this show out, Brant.
There's more? I thought we covered everything. Did we not?
I'm going to start calling you Banana Republic.
Oh. It's the 10th episode.
Oh, yeah. It's 10. Yeah.
No, so I'm good. I'm good. So it's time for me to pick a name. You're Chris Falcon.
Yes, I am.
And so I've been thinking about this long and hard. We actually threw out some names. We talked about some. We actually mentioned some on the show. Nothing was quite sticking for me because I wanted to. If I'm going to go all in, I'm going to go all in. And we got to do this bird theme, right? And I'm not going with Gonzo Goose because that's kind of lame.
Wow, he takes his brand and calls it lame.
No, when you're talking about the threatening, it's strong and it's Gonzo Goose. I'm the weird goose. I honk at you. Yes.
Honk.
It just doesn't work for this.
Right. So okay.
I have a name. Are we ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Chris, no, wait, that's the wrong company.
Say the name, man. Just say the name.
I am the Raptor.
So Brant is the Raptor.
And not hold on, share screen. Oh, I can't do it while that's going on, maybe. My browser froze.
Yeah, oh, well, that could be why. I think short of technical difficulties here on Comic Frontline.
Not that kind of raptor.
No.
Raptor, as in another word for bird of prey. If anybody remembers G.I. Joe, there was a character, a cobra called Raptor. He was a falconer. He was a falconer. Huh.
So I guess the Falconer, the core, the Falcon core. Brant's a Falconer.
Chris Falcon and the Raptor, baby. That's it.
There you go. So Brant has a name now. He's a Raptor.
I'm a Raptor. The bird, not the dinosaur.
That's going to be on the shirt. It's going to be the Raptor, and then on the back, it's going to say the bird.
The bird, not the dinosaur.
We're going to make that shirt. 2020, there will be shirts. All shirts for everything. Aftershock without AEW on it. The Raptor, the bird, not the dinosaur, everything.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, so we could actually call ourselves Birds of Prey, but then we would get slammed.
Then we'll get sued.
There's a movie coming out. Yeah.
I mean, we could call ourselves the BOP and
or we could just call ourselves Chris Falcon and the Raptor.
Then we're gonna go with that one. We're gonna go with that one.
There's stuff hitting my wall. I don't know what's going on.
I thought you were making a heroic pose.
Yes.
So Brant has his name.
Oh, that could be our little
mix. No. I have my sign anyway.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking of kicking you out of the core before you even get initiated in.
I'm your manager. You can't kick me out. I'm your falconer. I trained you.
Now,
I trained you to be the best.
Hold on a minute there. Time out. You didn't
I trained you to be the best.
Me. The only person that can train me is Kenny Omega.
I trained you. I'm your mentor.
This is where Brant's had a bit too much to drink of the Kool-Aid.
It's water.
It's not water, Brant. If you know Private Party, it's not water.
24 ounces of vodka cranberry.
I don't know. I can't smell it, but I'm questioning you, and it's the end of the show, and we're really dragging it out. So
the end of the year too. So everybody, Thanks for watching. Happy holidays. We got our names. I delivered on my word. Chris is picking up something. Pro Wrestling Crate. Go check it out. I don't know if Chris has an affiliate link or this is just a.
Nope, it's completely pro bono. But if Pro Wrestling Tees would and or Crate would like to send us an affiliate link to give our viewers something, feel free. We are open to suggestions. You can mail us at brantfowler@gmail.com.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there you go. It's at gmail.com, right?
Yes. What did you say? I'm sorry.
brantfowler@gmail.com.
Brant W. Fowler. Sorry.
Brant W. Fowler.
I'm sorry. I'm distracted by my fiance writing me, telling me goodnight.
So lovely. So Brant W. Fowler@gmail.com, or you could message us right here at comicfrontline@gmail.com, and we will definitely get back to you. Not doing that. That's going to be your hand sign.
Shoot, I'm funny.
You heard of Jimmy Hart, the mouth of the South? Brant's going to be the wings of the South.
That doesn't even rhyme.
Doesn't matter. You want to be the wings of the West? Move to the West.
I'll be the wind beneath your wings.
Okay, I mean, if you want to be the wind beneath my wings, just be careful on Bean Night. Taco Night's not safe either.
Oh.
So everybody, thank you so much for being here for the 10 episodes. Anyone we've lost at this point, I apologize. We promise to be better in 2020. Don't forget to subscribe.
Hit the notification bell up here.
You subscribe so you know when we post something or go live.
Yes. Hit that like button.
Please.
So we know you like us.
Please like us.
Please do.
Please do. There's already like 2 thumbs down, I'm sure, but that's okay. And then don't forget to follow Comic Frontline social media as well as our social media.
At Dark Avenger C86. And we will see you in the new year for a brand new decade, brand new era, brand new episode of AEW Aftershock.
And the beginning of We Are the Core. Okay, I can live with that symbol.
There we go. All right. Bye, everybody. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.